Okay, today is May 12th, 2025. Orange Beginner's Corner. Back at the 6C4 project. That just tells you number 2 is an internal connection. Okay. I didn't get this 0.005 on it. But what I did do, I got this put on my board. I got the 6 FM7. I have the power transformer, but not hooked up yet. So what I got going on here, hopefully I'm hoping it will work. I had some heat sinks from stuff I tore apart, so I was able to do this. I had to choose a different tube socket and do it all over. I got a mica capacitor there. I should put another mica here. I do have more of these. I got 470 picofards on the filaments, because that's where that was. I thought it was on the plate. It wasn't. But I had it attached to the plate, so I didn't know. 0.01 also is required on the filaments, I believe. So I got the oscilloscope grounded here. I got the oscilloscope hooked up to the cathode. I got a little bit of antenna here. I want to turn this thing on. It's still where it was. Turn this on. And probably I have a speaker hooked up to it. I wonder if this should not be on. Okay. Plug her in. Hope for the best. I sometimes make an error or two, so we'll see. Any errors? This RFC choke, I noticed the wires don't go in very long. Very deep in there, just they're not very long, and they're just there. Okay, we got frequency. We got 13, 12, 13. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I don't think I'm going to ground this. I'm going to ground this through a capacitor, ground this tube socket right to the neutral ground. I'm going to ground this right to the neutral ground. The black one right to the neutral ground, I think, too. So right now I got the B+. The B+, I'm supposed to have a 0.005, I think, to ground. Don't have it. I have this goes over to here to my plate. So I'm hoping for some modulation here. Let's see. We'll tune this up to what? 214.2. If it works. $14.2? Yeah, 14.2. I don't know what's going on here. 13. Oops. Came out. $13, 8, 9. Oops. $14.2 I need, I think. Approximately. Oops. I should have a straw on here or something, Let me pull back on the RF, I think. On the Heathkit. Right there, you'd get 14.2. Now we got to try to have a modulation here. Where's this wire? Oh, filaments. Oh, got it. Holy shit. I don't know what I have here. Let me shut the radio off. Let's see what I have here. I'll disconnect the speaker. But I should have a dummy load. So now we have nothing there. Okay, turn this back on. Now I suppose if I take this out a little more, I should have maybe 150 picofarads, then this will be deeper in, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I should put a 68 picofarads there. I'm pulling it out. 14.4. Oh, I don't have a 14.4, I don't think. 14.3. Oops, wrong way. When I take it off, it changes the tuning. I think. 14.3. I guess not. This ain't lighting up the greatest. Hear them grids knocking around. So it is transmitting. My antenna's this long. A foot maybe. Over a foot. I shouldn't do that. The filaments are so close to this aluminum. I need to put a nylon in there. Okay. Let me have this so I have better access to it without this. Okay. This could be a slow warm-up. $14.1. I'll put it at 14.2. That's my original spot. Great. Get it for there. We'll get it right there. 14.2. Local oscillator's probably incorrect. I don't know what way to go. This way, I think. Must not be. Now, if I take that antenna wire off, I had it running. Where are we? I can't tell. Well, I'm lost. So it is transmitting. Can't abuse it. I need that 0.005, I think, or something there. 0.01 or something. Because this is just going from here right to the plate. And I think that should be shielded. I know if you build a reverb, Fender reverb, and you use a output transformer, and if you feed that wire to the RCA jack, if it's not or the plate, I should say, the plate, if it's not put through the chassis and it run on top of the chassis and back down by the 12AX7, it creates an oscillation and it will stop the circuit from working. I discovered that by accident. So the next step is to get the 6AU8 or the 6AW8. I think they're interchangeable. The video amplifiers and keying, sync keying or something, automatic gain control or something. So I use triode for the oscillator and the pentode hooking up to the here for modulation, and do some, have another coil, couple coils. So at least it's working. Gotta get this hooked up. So this is gonna give me, it was 300 volts. So I got this measured 7 volts. This measured, oops, it's not plugged in. This and this, I didn't measure that. That'll be like 600 volts. So from the center tap, no, this is center tap. Center tap to one side was 302 volts. From the center tap was 301 volts. And this measured 7 volts, I think. So I'll put like a 1 ohm resistor or something so they don't overrun. But I think it's okay. I wish I would have used a tube shield that I could have put a shield over it. I was thinking about that. You never know when an oscillator is going to attack you. I built a vertical oscillator many years ago, back in the mid-70s, early 70s, and boy, did that thing zap me. I have a cassette player I can hook up to it, but not tonight. I've been fiddling with this thing all day. But it's worth it, I think. I like working on this stuff. 14.2, 1.4 volts RMS, 4.0 on plate to plate. I have it on X10, 1 volt per division. This should be turned up more. Put it to the highest, 50 volts. When it's not used. I never use that one. I only use this one because this one has the RMS. This one has frequency and peak to peak, but this side only has is the only side with RMS. So if you want to transmit privately, you can use transmit on this. If you don't give a damn, you can transmit on FM. It's the first time I ever built something with one of these kind of tubes. I always thought about it, never did it. So, and this one here, I was going to say a 13 FM7 because the ones I dealt with were in TVs with 13. So the other one, 6GF7, the plate voltages are lesser. This one can go up a lot more voltage on both of them. So when I get this up to whatever it's going to be, 350 volts or whatever, these with both sides will tolerate it. If it gets that high, it'll get that high through this, but I should have a dummy load on here. But when I get done, this orange wire from the plate will be shielded. So I guess this is it. And the other oscillator, I think the other oscillator I'll make it the same way, except for I'll have the 2 turns and 3 turns. And then here, instead of this RSC choke, I'm going to have 3 turns and 2 turns for my antenna. So I won't have the RSC choke. But I'll have a capacitor like this. So I'll have 3 turns on a slug form, and then 2 turns above it or whatever. I'll do the exact same thing. So I have a fixed resistor here, or capacitor here, which is 100 picofarads. And this one here is 100 picofarads. It may not be correct, but it's the best I can do. I think the noise is this horribly rectified. I should stop this and actually put a 22 ohm resistor or something. And then I'd have to separate these, because the one on the 220K has got to be filtered more. It'll still be hummy. I'm hoping it'll clean up this hum. I can't go on the other side because it's a 100K and it'll only have like 40 some volts, 20 some volts or something. I think this thing's noisy. It's not. It seems that it's not a tube. It's got to be something else. It flares up once in a while. This is not a plate. That's a grid. Grid cap. This is it. Signing off.